The deserts of Arizona might seem like a strange place for water-loving turtles to thrive, but actually, given the right circumstances, they do pretty well. Unfortunately, most of these turtles are non-native species that were illegally released into the wild, and they are making it very difficult for our native turtles to survive.
Well, non-native species in general, and these turtles specifically, they do cause a lot of habitat damage. They actually outcompete some of our native species like the Sonoran mud turtle. They can take food away, they can damage the habitat and the shelter, and they can just in general make the ecosystem not as clean.
This large pond at the Phoenix Zoo is one spot where a lot of these turtles end up. Not because the zoo wants them, but because people who bought them as pets then later realized they couldn't take care of them, choosing this place to dump them.
This is nothing that is promoted by the zoo. These aren't even maintained by the zoo, but people come in here at different times of the day and drop them off, and we get soft-shell turtles. A couple of years we've actually got snapping turtles, which are a restricted species here in Arizona, and somebody said they just saw a snapping turtle out here a few days ago. So, you know, it's a problem. We don't want them getting in our waterways on into the salt there, you know, things like that. It creates habitat and competition for our Sonoran mud turtle. If nobody's gone down that way, have they?
Yeah.
Okay.
But most of the traps are that way.
Okay, that way? All right, let's turn the boat around. We'll go that way.
So some of these trespassers need to go. As part of a 3-day management effort to remove the turtles, the zoo, along with the Arizona Game and Fish Department and the Phoenix Herpetological Society, is trapping and collecting some of the invaders. Traps are placed in the pond and then checked several hours later. The turtles that are captured are weighed and measured by biologists.
794.7, and we're going to subtract 0.2 from that.
Then the males are returned to the pond, and the females go to the Herpetological Society's facility in Scottsdale.
We've built 2 ponds. The last pond we built was about 8,000 gallons, and they'll live out their life there unless we can get them placed in qualified places, and that's not an aquarium in somebody's home. Somebody needs to build an outdoor pond because, you know, they just stink up the place pretty good when they're in an aquarium in the house, regardless of what filtration system you have.
The zoo held its first turtle trapping in 1999. Since then, 375 have been removed. Taking part in this year's event are a special group of students and their families who are participating in a program called Nature's Classroom.
Yeah, it's part of our homeschool Nature's Classroom program, in which we try to give family field experiences where we take homeschool families out into the field with our biologists and give them some exposure to some of the wildlife management activities we do as a department. And we're doing a couple things. We've got a few groups that are down actually in the water at the lake in front of the zoo, and they are setting traps and checking traps, trying to capture some non-native turtles. And then we've got a second group that's on the bridge and out in front of the zoo, educating the public about why we don't want these non-native turtles and why we're out here trapping them today.
Setting the traps, we're going to catch them, and whatever like natives, we're going to set all the males back, but all the females we're going to take to the PHS, which is the Phoenix Herpetological Society.
Cheyenne Wilson, along with her children Ethan, Josiah, and Anna, braved the heat so they could come out and take part in this unique learning opportunity.
Well, we heard about turtle trapping, and we thought it'd be a great educational experience because I actually had a child who was interested in getting a turtle. And after getting all the information, we have changed our minds at this time about getting a turtle because we were more educated and informed about turtles, and especially with aquatic turtles, and the care that they require, and how a lot of people end up letting their turtles go into the wild, and what a problem that causes for the environment and our native species of turtles. So we learned a lot, and we're out here learning more.
Nature's Classroom offers a wide variety of free field trips for homeschoolers and their families, ranging from bald eagle banding to crayfish catching to elk collaring and now turtle trapping. Information on upcoming events can be found on the department's education website.
We love it. Anytime we find out that the Arizona Game and Fish Department is doing any type of study or trapping or anything like that with wildlife, we try to sign up as soon as possible. We've loved everything we've been a part of.
I think it's important to show some of our future generation about, one, what the Game and Fish Department does and how we do manage wildlife. It also provides an opportunity for them to get familiar with public speaking and getting out in front of people, and it gets them the exposure of just how to take care of pets and the responsible way to take care of pets, because that is one of the issues that we see, is a lot of these turtles are here because they were released as pets that people couldn't take care of anymore.
This year, 75 non-native turtles were trapped and 32 were removed from the pond, with the majority being red-eared sliders. Every year, it is estimated that hundreds of unwanted pet turtles are released into the Papago Park pond by their owners.
They just make terrible pets. Turtles overall are not good pets. So, you know, fight the impulse to buy that cute little green turtle and get something else.